Hello, Teacher Advisor users. I'm here to give you a quick overview of our latest features and content ahead of the 2018-19 school year. We released an update to Teacher Advisor this week. There's a lot to be excited about, including the addition of resources for middle school teachers, grades 6, 7, and 8, by popular request, targeted support for teachers who have English language learners and students with learning and attention issues, and some brand new resources from the National Center for Learning Disabilities, NCLD. So let's get started. First off, when you look at the homepage now, you can see that in addition to the resources we have for K through 5, we also have resources for grades 6, 7, and 8. These come from Engage New York and Open Up resources. So let me give you an example of a search here. I'm actually going to do this search for 8th grade. And so here we are on the content discovery page, which will be familiar to you. In this case, you can see the Watson recommended resource, why move things around from Engage. We have a justification for that particular resource selection from Watson. One new thing to note here is the accommodation types filter. So in a minute or two, I'm going to show you how you can opt in to see helpful guidance for supporting English language learners, and also how you can see recommended resources for students with learning and attention issues alongside some of our Teacher Advisor resources. But for now, let me just select this filter and show you how the resources get filtered down just to those lessons that contain support for English language learners. Okay. And in fact, when you go into this particular, let me show you the informally fitting a line from Engage. And you can actually see here when you view the lesson, you can actually jump to the section where there's that information for how to support English language learners, which is a neat new feature as well. And you can see here there's this box contains that information. So going back to the previous page, one other thing I wanted to point out, when you download a resource from Open Up Resources, you actually are downloading a zip file, and that zip file has a bunch of great resources, a suite of resources that you can download in addition to, of course, the lesson plan. So if I download that, you can see here that I get a zip folder. It's very easy to open that up and get everything you need. Okay, so let me show you how to get to those new features related to ELLs and students with learning and attention issues. Really, all you need to do is go into your profile section. That's my profile. And then you're going to go to this new tab called Support for My Class. And you'll select which recommendations you'd like to see. So in my case, I've selected all of them. You can do the same. Select and just make sure to save your changes here. While we're here, I might as well show you the new Teacher Ambassadors tab as well. So the idea here is you can opt in to help us shape the future of Teacher Advisor by collaborating with us as a teacher user. So we're excited to start interacting and working more closely with many of you this school year. So please do join us as a Teacher Ambassador. We have, as I mentioned, more content from the National Center for Learning Disabilities across K through 5 with this new release of Teacher Advisor. So if you've opted in, as I've done, for attention issues and learning disabilities recommendations, it'll be easy for you to find these resources as you do searches for other materials on Teacher Advisor. These are really robust, evidence-based strategy guides from NCLD that include student-facing components as well. So let me give you an example. As I said, these are for K through 5, so let me do a 5th grade search. And I'll do a search for hands-on fractions lessons. So again, this is another example of using Teacher Advisor in the search bar, using Teacher Advisor to find more hands-on or tactile activities and lessons. Let me do that search. Okay, so You can see here that some of these resources, like this one from Engage, have a related differentiation strategy from NCLD. And since I opted to receive these recommendations, when I click on the Engage resource and when I download it, I see this information about the NCLD resource. So in this case, I'm going to save it for later. And this gives me a chance to actually go into my library, where it's easy for me to create folders and organize my materials in the way that makes the most sense for me and my planning. And what you can see here in Save for Later is that strategy I just saved from NCLD. Of course, you can download stuff and you can save it in here as well. It automatically goes into your My Library section. And you can create a new folder. You can create folders. I have one called 5th grade fractions. I don't have any content in there now, but I can easily add this strategy from NCLD into that folder. There you go. So that's all for now. Thank you for checking out the latest version of Teacher Advisor. Please don't hesitate to reach out anytime with any questions or comments. You can leave feedback in this area here. And we're excited to have you check out the new tool. Thank you so much. Bye.